没事吧？你们这下游泳吗？要游泳吗
？I'm racing.
那个太阳晒的，
啊，现在才过来，你看。
哦，
所以你上次发给我地址，我好久没收到，你知道吗？
后来收到了吗？
后来的时候收到了。
我9点多钟就是咱俩打完电话，我9点钟就给你发过去了，然后你10点钟跟我说你给我发地址啊，在微信，我说我1小时前就给你发了。
我就很久才实现，笑死我。有我还可以干嘛？
我们家经常有时候嘛，因为我在房子不是低嘛，你看你问我地址的时候，这都10点多了吧，都11个小时了，正好1个小时。你看我给你发的时候是9点多，特高啊！还能着急？你看9点多吗？
第二批挺好，第一批是。
I can't break your object.
这也就是国内买的，这都无所谓，这个怕牙也不怕事，那无所谓啊，反正要是上课好。
啊，又对，2月份，对，你看，对，差不多，
就跟这儿晚上。
上好茶豆是啥？在这边7块钱一袋，就250。
我就说呀，
这个倒是，然后我买50块，50块还不到，哎，差不多也10块了。
你在这边买是差不多。我算了算，其实都差不多，因为它也得加邮费。
什么？你说啥？
我说呀，就是说在国内买的东西，在这边如果能买到的话呀，基本上跟你自己运过来的那个价差不多的，可能还是稍微贵一点。
这不好吃。这种东西不好吃跟挨家的。
我一共得给你多少钱？你赶紧都说好了，我把钱给你。
你说
啥都加运费。
他得称我知道。
那我不得今天给你说
可是我还问一下，晚上在
那我就是谁让你给我选啊？
他们家你要清楚的还是？这种塑胶的网批。
不要塑胶的，塑胶夹的就这儿了。
不要塑胶有那种有弹性。
就是要说我买的头疼，戴一会儿，所以我就不爱要那样。我买的那个都不能戴，戴一会儿就头疼。所以我就感觉那块夹着嘛，夹的我就头疼。我就觉得你那个就那个金面。在。
Why are you so like?
好了。
就是关键是需要那种有这个点关键，
然后还都比我这个强。我跟我找那个，有2个2来多。
还有那种没有糖的风。
等我看人带上了，再来那个不见得好看。
就是我那个。
还是站着说呢，一种还是一种难受，太难受。好，尤其在那做三明治的时候，是吧？我这手还不能老是弄它。因为有人是做着吃的，为了老摸这摸那的，然后 我们每次碰一个其他的地方，我们手还是在吃上面，我们这里换手套，每天碰4个手套。
They should join the races.
几分钟换一个，几分钟换一个。
How many to your team actually?
Oh, I have a jetpack. I forgot.
我已经好了。
I have a jetpack.
只
See?
要是通过其他的地方，马上赶紧换。
Yeah, I have a jetpack.
I have to join your team.
I just remember I had a jetpack in the wheels and everything.
Oh.
And 45 grips.
你知道我买的都是
Oh my god, it's hot.
它是有时候你是觉得我已经买了好几年了，但是我不适合我，没用，就是在家里是不够的。出去的话，
I'm already building my boat. Oh wait, I'm trying to join.
有新款的旧款就淘汰了，
Join.
知道你自己是买什么，再怎么也都没有了，没有这东西了已经。
这东西刚刚在广州，他们批发的都是一袋子，一共几块钱。对。
也没办法去批发，我们去给你。
Caddy, can you hear me?
我记得有一次，一个人。
Yeah.
You want to turn on your camera? I want to try a couple things. I want to see.
Okay. Let me clean my room real quick.
Okay. It only safe to.
Look at you, you're going. I'm already in the race. What? Well, we see the race, I gotta build my boat fast. I see Matt. I see YouTube. I'm gonna try on the boat. Launching. Going to your team. Launch on my boat. Yes. Coming to you. I'm gonna destroy your boat with my cannon. Devin! No, Devin! You know Devin? Dad doesn't have a boat, right?
Yeah, I'm flying.
Honestly. Let it do.
Caddy, what do you see on your screen? Hello. Hey, that's okay. So you're gonna go to camera, and you see the click here to unlock, make changes. Okay, so and once you go to camera there, allow the apps to. Wait, you're right. There's no plus sign. Why there's no plus sign? Let me see. No plus signs. A strong connection, but if you don't hear us, put your experience. We'll come and cook Chrome. Else you must use. On iOS, you must use Safari. Okay, try to use Safari then, I guess. Okay. Try. The host should try provide you a link with the show. Click a link. You're taking the broadcast access. Allow StreamYard to access you. Make sure you have correct camera and mic selected. Enter and display user actual name. The host phone you arrive. Oh no way, that's cool. Okay, so let me see, security system preference maybe, and privacy. Use image code. Advanced. Okay. That's weird. They usually have a add button on the bottom. Allow. Hi, Caddy. Can you see me? Can you see the iPad screen? Yes? Can you talk?
I forgot to unmute.
Oh, you forgot to unmute. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So yours work, and yours not Mac, right?
Mine is also a Mac.
Okay. So how did you allow this thing to add? Because Carrie trying to log in.
So I copy the link and then open it up in Google Chrome, and then it will pop up and then ask you to allow camera and mic, and then it just worked.
Carrie, did I ask you allow camera and mic? You can close it and then add back in. Sorry, I'm trying, Caddy, I'm trying this to see if it work.
Okay.
But it doesn't look too bad. I think the sound quality is pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see. Unlock. Click allow, use, cancel, privacy zone. We'll have okay, so allow. You should be able to allow. Okay. So Caddy, when you log in, there's no problem, right?
No, there was no problem.
Okay. Let me try here on different thing. Okay, I want to try to for her. She says she had problem. She doesn't have. She cannot allow the thing. Okay, so yours doesn't have Google Chrome.
Like
hold on,
mine is like not a Mac system. Like when they ask for access to camera, it pop up as like a Chrome thing, not as a Mac thing.
Can you say that again?
I'll probably try it again and then see if I can send a video or whatever to show her.
Yeah, can you try it? See what happens. But her thing is she cannot add camera and the things, camera and microphone on the security and privacy. So I don't know why is that. Okay, StreamYard is allow. Yeah, mine is allow. How do you add apps to here? Accessibility. Oh, I know. Wait, not accessibility. Stream.
他在这个历险回了4套房，他那一套房子嘛，
Oh my god.
都在有钱，
Oh my god.
然后他那房子都在那，他也是上班，然后这么多年我没看到过一套，都在这套。
I need to buy a hundred.
咱卖那个原厂就开始。
I bought a hundred.
然后I bought a hundred. 然后那左右
That's good. So I brought my hands out. How did you?
那2万2万3万下来，
I need to feel it.
有的有啊，他那就没多少钱，他都给你查好了，他自己都得查都自己查完了之后，他觉得
Guys, I did. I did keywords.
多少钱又买了吧？好房子你买哪儿去？不用钱。他这哥们儿找一个来房子，对。
Hey, you know that's
It's fun.
现在都100都不2千了。
literally all for me.
那早就
Wait, this?
That's why.
1-2万块钱的房子，花个1-2万块钱修。现在买房子花2万块钱修，他可能都没有超过2-3万。
We are.
人家也不用房子好，他有一个房子，他说是在那个
Where? Go there, Sean.
双赛啊，不是双赛。
I was sure about that.
现在那个包括有人的房子，他搞个房美家，把电线全给剪了。
Charger? It's iPhone or?
Yeah, iPhone.
I need to use it, but you can ask my wife.
Oh, I did. He just told me the sound got better now. They're like, okay, but he's the one who asked this question. Technically, so that means you're right. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start hiring again. Sign it out.
No, not this one. Don't say it. Okay.
It's fun stuff.
Okay, good. Here's a charger. Here's a charger. Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Charger. I got a charger.
That's nice.
Zach. Wait, what? You already. Oh.
Oh, fun.
So, you didn't have a hard time, right?
No, I getting pretty easily.
You had a Google Chrome before?
Well, I have a Google Chrome app.
Oh, you had a Google Chrome app.
Uh-huh.
Should he download the app?
Yeah,
she should download the app.
probably she should.
Okay, let me ask her to download the app. Can you text her to download the app? Because my phone's out of battery. Do you have her email? Okay, let me see.
You may refresh. Don't leave the game. I literally bought our computer. I had to buy our computer.
Okay, guys, go to play the Switch inside the room because you guys are way too loud. That's weird. That is weird. Try again. Sorry, Caddy.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was just want to try to see a different platform,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see if it actually work.
Okay.
Because the sound quality seems pretty good, but you know how like multiple people speaking and they might have overlap. I want to see how it is because on Zoom it seems like only allow one person to talk.
Uh-huh.
Like if multiple people talk, it's like kind of like they kind of cancel each other.
Yeah.
And this is actually I can use for stream. Like I can actually stream this right now. I'm actually streaming. It's just I'm not broadcasting to the channel, but that I want to stream with my student is in there, so I want to see what happened.
Okay.
I want to see if Carrie still work. Let me see. Maybe Carrie's computer is your computer new?
It's pretty old. I think like at least 6 years.
Your webcam looks okay actually. Or
Yeah.
I think my webcam probably same as yours because 720p. Yeah, in her screen she cannot add other than Zoom. I don't know why.
Cause like when I'm joined this, like it didn't go through like the Mac setting. It only goes through the Google Chrome setting.
That is weird. PR privacy. Yeah, so she doesn't even have apps. Okay. Give me a second. Yes. Hey, it seems like your computer has a Zoom app but doesn't have a Google Chrome app. I think that's what is. I think like you can go to Chrome. Can you see the Google symbol on the bottom of your thing?
Okay, because I think I have Chrome. Maybe I just don't actually have the app, so let me just.
Yeah. So how long you had this computer? Hello?
I've had this computer since Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you mind to see if you download again? See, download Chrome. See if it work. If it doesn't work, sorry to bother you guys.
Wait, I restarted my computer and now it's working.
Oh, okay, cool. Then you should be able to log in.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, I'm gonna join now.
Sure.
我会查一下这个那个名字。
Oh, hey, yeah.
有以前有，他说
It work. It should work.
对啊。
Oh, yeah, you work.
你就消失了，你就找不着人。
我看了很多公司，因为我去大概的有几家大的公司。
Oops. It should work. Now it's working. Okay. Can you hear me now, Carrie?
我把我现在设备放开了。我听耳机的那个，我听来就找。
Wait, can Carrie hear me?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to unmute my computer because it was on the phone call.
Ah, okay, cool. Sorry, Carrie and Caddy. I just really want to try this, see if it work.
It's okay.
Yeah. So what's gonna do is I'm gonna do it with my students. See, we are gonna like the reason I want to like do a like podcast situations. So a podcast would look like this, which is pretty cool, I know. So all I gotta do is change the setting. I don't know. I always want to be a YouTuber. So so I never try it, but if you guys talk at the same time, will they overlap the sound? Like, what do you think?
I don't know.
So let's just turn the speaker on the whole time and see what happened.
Okay.
All right. Max and Zach, can you guys play in different rooms? In that room, play Switch. Max. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is how's your class, by the way, Caddy and Carrie?
Well, I'm doing okay, not the best, but it's okay. It's just because it was a hard unit. It was like the hardest unit, I think, this year. Like the average, my class average was like 2.1. So yeah, it was.
Oh, are you doing the potato questions, maybe?
A what?
A potato question?
What is a potato question?
Okay, no man. Okay, Caddy, how are you doing?
We're just doing FRQs packet. Like she work like each packet is about like 8 questions, and we work on like 3 of them in class, and then the rest of it is homework.
Okay, and do you find yourself struggle?
I think I'm okay.
You think you're okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
because like those question type are similar. Like once she goes over like 3 questions, it like covers most of it, and I think I'm okay.
So I'm gonna and Carrie, how's your teacher doing?
Fine, I guess. Our unit that we're on, I don't know if we're on the last unit or not.
What's your hardest unit? Like I don't understand.
Well, it was exponentials and logarithms, but the thing is, it was cumulative. So it was like it had things that we learned like throughout the whole entire year, like piecewise functions, for example, with it. And we didn't practice that in class. We just did logarithms and stuff. But like the questions that she asked on the test was just it was like things that we learned in the past applied with the exponential and log.
Right. Okay. So so kind of like summarize everything. Caddy is doing FRQ, teachers focusing on FRQ specifically. Is any multiple choice questions?
No.
No. Okay. And Carrie is focusing on the logarithm section, which
Well, we're on
Good.
a new unit now.
okay.
but-
What's your new unit?
It's slope fields and optimizations, I think.
Ooh, optimization. Okay. Caddy, you did optimization already, right?
Yeah, we are all done with content.
Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna focus on multiple choice because FRQ Caddy is the teacher is going over the teacher is going over the all the FRQ. So I believe you know what you're doing. You seems like because teacher go over 3 questions, you should rest of them probably follow the same pattern.
Yeah.
Probably recognize that, and you will feel like the FRQ will be actually a lot easier compared to what your teacher usually give it to you.
Hmm.
And do they give you actual FRQ from like a
Yeah, like she gave us like past like FRQ from College Board. I
Okay.
think she starts from 2015, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I know what's going on. Okay, so what we're gonna do is and the Carrie, you also talk about differential equation, right?
Yes.
Low field and differential equation, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we're gonna start with one question that is known to be pretty bad. I don't know. Did we talk about a potato question ever?
I don't think so.
Caddy, have you seen potato question before?
Probably not.
Okay, we're gonna show you what a potato question look like. Basically, this is the worst question on the AP exam of all the year. It's 2017 FRQ. And we're gonna do one question of this, and we're gonna see if you guys know what you're doing. At least this is a one question I want to focus on. Is this one? Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Caddy, have you seen this question before?
Yeah.
And Carrie?
No.
Okay. So Caddy, do you know what you're doing?
No, I think I forgot.
Okay. All right. That's okay. Well, that's going to be the question we start. I'm gonna share it to my Notability. So
I did one, but I had the server was full, so I just
sorry, let me share it here.
Robin. You guys me up?
Now, this question it happened in 2012, 2010, 2017. And they are the same pattern questions, and it has a differential equation, but this question is a little bit harder. And so I want you guys to read through and see what you guys think. See if you know how to do any parts. Let's start with that one. Sorry. I'll give you 2 more minutes. See what you guys come up with. No, too much, too little time.
Oh, I literally am still like reading it. But Mr. Yeah, can you like tap the screen again? Cause like I can't read part A.
Yeah. No,
Okay, thank you.
Why is it?
Someone just keep that, please. Bro, someone just keep that.
毛都还没剪完啊！不走不走，
Oh,
Wait, how did it die? It was at 19%. What?
sometimes it shuts down for something. Oh my, I got kidnapped. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, dude, that's
对他从来没有在外面尿过，他真的生气了，还是太害怕了。他去哪了？Pikachu.
Mr. Yan, do we need a calculator or no?
No calculator.
Oh, okay.
他去我房间了。我在买酒。
16.
Please.
Kathy, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm working on number 1.
A.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Yes, you did.
I think I was in the
I did it wrong.
兔子是还敢吃活活的，不是
I saw it already. I thought it was saying, that's how you did I trolled it.
Go school.
I said trolled it. Again? I trolled it. Devin, can you just leave? That's cool.
他上次在哪里？
你把门打开，他跑进去了。
他在你在里面上厕所？
没有，他在走廊。
Someone leave the game.
发现。
Caddy, how you doing?
I finished part A.
Okay. Carrie, how you doing?
I'm still in part A.
Good.
他有过来陪我的时候，他要回来拿你的试一试。不买啥意思？妈妈又来骗我。对妈妈。骗我。
How long you make the rage quit?
你去帮你平台去。
好了啦，没有，我觉得他好害怕。像他躲了那么久。
他那个后腿和屁股那块儿好像堵过的。
因为大太有点。
后面的好了，这天工作了。
Do you know how to do part B, Caddy?
I'm working on it. I get the equation set up.
Alright. Devin, Max, can you go in the room? Go inside.
Oh.
Okay. 有没有叫他们把电视关了？他们是在玩电脑玩一下午。
亲爱的，谢谢。你看我这鞋上都是漆。有学生对呀，我们那个反正我基本上给重刷了，因为他们都要换色。哪怕我后面越喝我越胖。该回去还吓人。
我忘记什么了？手机拿了。手机拿了。
啊？不。那我加1个月付，不然的话搞不清楚。我就要付到3月底，10月才回去。他是买的自己住的房子吗？
对啊。
在哪边？ Heidi, you doing okay?
Well, I got a number for part B, but I didn't know if it's underestimate or overestimate.
What number did you get?
1.
Okay. Okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Do you know how to parse C?
Maybe not.
Give it a try. See what happened. Read it
Okay.
and see if you can we can go. Carrie, where are you?
I'm on C.
You're on C.
Yeah.
Did you do A and B?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Do you know what to do with C?
Well, I haven't read it yet.
Okay. Not deep to live in the room.
Oh, no, nothing anything. Why are you so mad?
No, turn off.
It wasn't doing
No, turn off. You guys play too much anymore. Turn off. Turn off. Oh, you guys, turn off. You guys want to try? Turn off. You got I got that. I want to go. Nice. Right here. I want to go. Okay. I might go over it. So you guys okay with it or no?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Carrie, can I go over it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this question is one of the hardest questions that ever existed. It was 54% of the population actually got 0 out of 9.
Wow.
The average score of this question is 1.4 out of 9. But the question is, I think the question is very interesting is because people get confused between temperature and time. Since they all start with the time, T, so a lot of people don't understand what is the temperature, what is the time. So they have problem with the first questions. And they have problem with, which one's dependent variable or which one's independent variables. So let's start with reading this question. This question actually had a lot of memes on it back in 2017. So, potato meme, AP calculus, like it has a lot of. I just got internal destroyed when a College Board reader see my potato is below 42 degrees. So there was a lot of stuff, and it was pretty funny because that year everybody pretty much did pretty bad. So let's just help you like mentally prepare for AP exam goes. AP exam, you are bound to see the question you never seen before, and so you had to prepare as many things as possible. So what you would do is make sure you expose as many FRQ as possible, because they usually give you a different view on each questions. This question happened the last 10 years. It did have happened 3 times to 4 times. Not a lot, but it's not very minimum. Probably it's good enough to predict. Probably, you will see something like this. Now, for the first part, you should write equation. So for me, I always write it in terms of y minus y1. So give me a second. So y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Now, since y is h of t right now, so this is a h of t minus y1 is equal to m, which is the dy dx. We're going to figure out m is equal to dy dx when at 0 and 91. It turns out there is, in this case, that if you see here, it's only depend on the h. H is temperatures. So it'll be -1/4 times 91 minus 27. That's equal to -1/4 times 64 is equal to -16. Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Okay, so t minus 0. So h of t, so y1 is going to be 91. So this is so this is the same thing like 0, 91, right? So h of t equal to -16t plus 91. So h of 3, so is equal to -16 times 3 plus 91. So that's equal to -48 plus 91. So it's equal to 43 degrees. Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Carrie?
No, I forgot to do that part.
Okay, so usually equation tangent line. Oh, you only get.
I
this
forgot
one.
to do the 3. That's so easy though. I know how to do that. I just forgot to do it.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you answer the questions. The questions tell you that says t is equal to 3, so you gotta plug in 3. Say they use a tangent line approximation like that. DHDT, this part that she says she don't know what is overestimate or underestimate. It's actually pretty important to know that, and we're going to show you an easy way to know it. So this is DHDT. If I want to take a d to the dt here, then you should get dh2 dt squared 2 here. So that's equal to, well, if I distribute this, right? If I distribute this, that's going to be -1/4 h. So it'd be -1/4 dh dt. Does that make sense? And that's equal to -1/4. dh dt is -1/4 times h minus 27. So that's equal to 1/16 times h minus 27. Again, you want to plug in a value here. Which value do I plug in? I plug in which h I'm going to plug in, Carrie?
Um, 91.
Perfect. 1/7 times 91 minus 27, which is 64. So it'll be 64. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Do I plug in 91?
I think you plug in 43 because it's at t equals 3.
Yep. plug in 43. My bad. Well, why is 43? Because you need to add t equal to 3. And since Carrie, you didn't get that first part, so you're not going to get this 43 right here. And so that's 1 over 16 times 16. So that's equal to 1. So are they over or underestimate here? Well, Caddy, have you seen Karate Kid before, the movie?
No.
No. Carrie, have you seen Karate Kid, the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember that part, like Mr. Miyagi, which is the old guy?
Yeah.
Or you watched the Jackie Chan one?
The Miyagi one.
Okay, Miyagi one. Remember the Miyagi? Okay, so basically the story is like this. They went to told the kid to paint the fence. Let me see if I can find it. Basically, it doesn't take a long time to see that clip. So the Karate Kid paint the fence. Okay. So basically, I already have this pretty much saved in here. So this is this old guy that he's trying to teach this young child, says how to paint, how to do karate, but this old guy just told him to paint the fence. So I'll show you the clips of here. And the reason why I show you the clip is kind of important because once you see this, you should know it from forever. So do you see that part is painting the fence right there? And so he's trying to teach him to paint all the fence right here. So basically, at first he doesn't know painting. Like he didn't did a good job, and he just told him to paint all the things. But what happened is at the end of the movie, this part, like he was mad. No, not this movie. It's like this part, he was mad, and when he was mad, he decided to leave because he'd never taught him karate. So he basically told him to he asked him to walk in the car. So basically this motion. So it go on to this part. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's okay if you can. I hear it. Sorry, I don't know which part is it. Oh, right here. Okay, so this is a very, very important part of this thing. Is so basically he teach him how is the. Do you see that Mr. Miyagi's hand, and do you see that Daniel-san, which is the kid? So he basically told him this is how do you properly paint the fence. So this is part, and this is another part, but you don't see it. This part again, you don't see it here. And this part is underneath. So basically, I'll show you what happened. It's basically like this. This is the Miyagi's hand. So when you have a concave down, then your tangent line, which is the hand on the top, it's always going to be over approximations. Okay. Now, when the things on the bottom, it's going to be like this. Mr. Miyagi's hand is right below because he told him to stop right here. So it's concave up. Then your tangent line approximation is always going to be under approximation. Does that make sense? No? Yes? Maybe?
Yeah.
So like this, concave down. If the second derivative is negative, then you are going to be an over approximation. At this 0, it's also going to guarantee is a maximum. And this part is going to be a minimum because it's going to be under approximation. So basically, that's what the question was saying. The question says, if I have dH dt is 1, is that concave up or concave down?
Concave up.
So it's over or under estimations?
Over. Oh, under.
Underestimate. Does that make sense, Carrie?
Yeah.
Okay. So And the way that you had to justify it, because you have to determine it's underestimate, because you cannot just say it's underestimate. You have to say underestimate because the h double prime of t is greater than 0. And that's how you justify everything. That's how you get the points. So Caddy says, I don't know, was over underestimate. Think about the movie Karate Kid. It helps you. And this same idea also show up in the calculus multiple choice as well.
Okay.
And also just remember this drawing. If something like this tangent line, and but I like the body motion because people usually remember kinetic. I don't know how to say that word, but using the body to memorize the things. So this is the Mr. Miyagi's hand, and this is going to be like this. Is concave down. Then it's always going to be over approximation, and also guarantee that point is actually a maximum. And if something like this is going to be a minimum. Okay, does that make sense? Also,
Yeah.
there's something that I am gonna give you in a second. But anyway, this is that. For the last part, do you guys know how to do the last part or no?
You do integration.
Okay, so integration. So how do you do integration of that?
You do separation of variables.
Carrie, have you learned that yet?
Yeah.
Separation variable. So the way that this question is worded is really funny, because on all the last 10 years exam, every exam usually they will say find particular solution of the differential equation, but this one did not. If you pay attention to all other questions that you practice, including Caddy or Carrie, you probably practice a lot of FRQ. All those questions have the same commonality, which is always says find particular solution of the differential equation. They will say something like this: find differential equation of the particular solutions. It turns out this question never say that. This question has a differential equation, but they never say a particular solution in general. So students kind of get lost. They don't know what to do. But they did say this, because this is g prime of t, right? So this is g of t. That means you have to take integral, just like it says. So, but you have to think about separation of variable, and you have to understand how the scoring guideline worded. And this is how you're going to award points. I'm going to show you in a second. The first step is called separation of variable. That means you need to separate always the first step is multiply dt on both sides. You have to get rid of that first, minus g minus 27 to the 2/3 and times dt. That's always the first step. But you see that dt and g are not separated. You had to separate properly, so it's going to be 1 over g minus 27 to the 2/3 is equal to negative dt. Caddy, did you get this point?
Yeah.
Okay, Carrie, did you get to this part?
No. I was trying to look up so much work, and then I found it, and I did not get that.
Okay, so this is called a separation of variable. This is always the first point, and this is the only point that's important. That's super important, because if you did not get this point, it didn't matter what happened afterwards. You have to make sure you get to this point. And also you have to make sure one more thing is you have to make sure you have to write down the integral signs, because you're trying to integral both sides. And then you're going to say negative. How do you do negative? Well, it's -1. Now, this one's going to be dg, sorry. This one's going to be dg. Do you know how to take integral of dg over g minus 27 or 2/3.
I got 3 times g to the negative 27 to the 1/3.
There you go. So you had the first you do use substitution, and du equal to dg. So therefore, it's going to be du over u to the 2/3 is equal to -1 dt. And you cannot integrate that. You have to integrate if it is now. If u to the first power on the bottom, then that would be natural log of u. But u to any other power, guess what? You have to flip it up because you cannot do integrate there. You have to integrate to -2/3. Carrie, are you following me so far?
Yeah.
So Caddy, I think you got this part. U to the 1/3 times 3 is equal to t plus c. So it'd be 3 times g minus 27 to the 2/3 is equal to t plus c.
Is it negative t?
You're right. Okay, are we okay here?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna plug in the 1. We're gonna plug in according to the initial condition. It was 0, 0 is 91, so 0 and 91. So I can plug in this moment. I can plug in this moment. Let's do this moment. So 91 minus 27 to the 2/3 is equal to C. So 3 equal to 64 to the 2/3. And that's equal to C is equal to 48, I believe. No, 16. So C is equal to 48. So it'd be 3 times G minus 27 to the 2/3 is equal to negative T plus 48. You can
Is
divide
it-
by 3.
Is it
Yep.
1/3 or 2/3?
Oh, 1/3. I don't know why I keep on writing down stuff wrong today. It happened every class today. So it's 1/3, and that's equal to negative T plus 48 over 3. And you can cube both sides. And then plus 27.
If
And
it's 1/3, it won't be 48. It would be 12.
oh, what did I do?
That's 16 over there.
Oh, yeah.
1/3 of 64.
I'm sorry. You're right. So that's equal to 64. This is a 4. This is a 3. Oh, no, 12. And this is 12. So this is 12, and this is 12, and this is 12. And this should be your final answer. Okay, so the differential equation, Carrie, make sure you always, the first step, always multiply the dt to the other side. Also, another thing is make sure when you do dt like this to the other side, make sure don't distribute the negative sign or don't do anything crazy. Always better to leave it like factor form, because factor form you can move things easily rather than distribution. Okay.
Okay.
That is the first one. So Caddy, you got all the point all the way to the end?
No. I got till 12.
You got C to equal to 12. And
Mhm.
what happened here?
I just know how to
Huh?
do it.
Okay, so yeah, so even you got to do here, I think you will get 8 out of 9. If you got to here, it will be 9 out of 9. So even miss 1 point, it's not too bad. Okay, Caddy, have you seen C that's in front of the thing on differential equations? Like sometimes you get CE to the KT like this. Have you seen something like this before? C that's
Oh, I
run.
mostly want like about exponential growth.
Yes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or no.
Like I seen them before, but I don't think I master it.
Okay, so we can go over that one because since both of you guys can work on FRQ and I was gonna work on MCQ, but I changed my mind because Carrie's doing differential equation, and this will help you because you have to understand this one and next one. Um, so we're gonna talk about which one we need to master. I think it's 2012 ABV's FRQ. Okay, so we have these questions here. Now, this one is really similar to the potato question, but it's like differential equation is a little bit different. Now, if you pay attention, this one has this part right here. Do you see that part C says find particular solution of a differential equation? This one very directly forward to represents that, but it didn't, it's not um, like last time. Okay. So I just only want you to do C. I don't care about all other parts. I just only care about part C. And the reason why this is part C is help you is because this one you say you're not master at, and also Carrie need a master at here, which has something to do with her last test. I'll be back. Just a reminder, only do part C. That's the only question I want.
Caddy, if Mr. Ye comes back, tell him I'm in the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
What did you say, Carrie?
She said she's gonna use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to use the bathroom. Ah,当然了。Caddy, you done?
No.
is a lot of theoretical continuation. Starting with A, you just don't wait for this like to make decision how to continue the game, and you're just asking right away, if you take my knight, take it now, or just go back. Another move, what white can do is knight to f3, just to continue development on the king side as well. The move that I like very much is e4. It's one of the main lines to try to get the center, but then black can answer d5, and this game is so crazy. It's so complicated starting from the beginning. Another continuation, they use bishop to g5 in this knight, and then try to push e4 in the center. So bishop d2, but I'm not sure what is going to play now. You want to regards the knight of c3. You get a bishop to b7. It's like so. And the last one. You know, bishop on d3, knight to e2, castle, and then slowly try to b7. So these are the continuation of white here, and maybe that even if you finish the draw, friend was also here with us. I was wondering how many
You guys done?
Yeah.
Carrie, you done?
No.
But I don't know if it's correct or not. I just try to work it through.
Can you send that to me?
Okay.
I didn't see it yet.
I send it through text.
Text or WeChat?
Text.
Okay. Yeah, text take a little bit longer.
Did you get it?
Text no. You can send to
Yeah, I'll send it through WeChat.
yes. Yeah, got it. Took forever to load. I don't know why. Oh, no, I'm gonna see it through here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Very good job. No, that was really good. Okay, so you're a master with those skill. And how about Carrie? How are you doing?
I'm almost done, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, Caddy, yeah, that's very good. So both type of differential equation, you know how to do multiple parts, which was fun. Yeah, that was great. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'll wait for her, and we go to I'll assign you different multiple choice. Let me see. Hmm. Okay, there is some math mistake there. And yeah, I think that's what you have a slight issue on this one. I predicted this because I think logarithm is not something that you feel very comfortable according to what you told me. So I'm just gonna go over it. Um, wait, so this is a question. Um, so in this case, dB dt is equal to 1/5 of 100 minus b, and dB. I'm gonna check what happened here. I'm gonna check if we did this part right. Okay, so one thing I will show you that I don't know why you have a negative sign over there on the other side, because they never have negative sign.
Yeah, I look at my work and then I was trying to think, why did I add a negative sign?
No, I think no, you are right. No, you are fine. I'm talking about Carrie. I'm talking about Carrie.
Oh,
Oh, I see what you're saying. There was a negative sign there. Yeah, you too. You have a different negative sign. You have a negative sign on the right hand side.
uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. That was a Yeah, you have a negative sign on the right hand side. But what happened is you're gonna have dB equal to 1/5 times 100 minus b dt, and I'm gonna do dB over 100 minus b equal to 1/5 dt. Let me see if Carrie has this part. Yeah, Carrie, why do you have a negative sign too? Both of you guys have a necessary negative sign. I think Carrie's negative sign is on the left hand side, and Caddy's negative sign is on the right hand side.
I don't know, but if it's on the left-hand side, that's probably from the use of, because
Yeah,
like
but
this 100 minus b. So
okay,
d would be
I know. Yeah,
negative 1
I
dB.
see that. I see that. So what happened is the negative sign should not happen beforehand, Carrie. You had a negative sign in this stage. It's kind of too early, but Caddy's right. This one's going to be negative dB, so it's going to be negative du over u is equal to integration 1/5 dt. So that's going to be negative natural log of 100 minus b is equal to 1/5 t. Let me see, do you have that? You have 1/5 t, you have negative natural log of 100. Um, but Carrie, your half of the work is not showing on the other side. I'm not on the picture you show me. So, oh no,
The other side is like for
different.
another question.
Okay, 1/5 t plus c. So you have this part. You have a lot of points here so far. Now, oh, I see what you did. How do you know C is negative 80 though? Okay, initial condition 0 to 20. So if you want to plug in 0 to 20, it's fine. Then that's going to be negative 100. Um, I won't do it this way. That's just me. Oh, I see what you're saying. Um, I will not do it this way. I will do. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna go back and let me do it right first. So I will do natural log of 100 minus b is equal to negative 1/5 t. I think that's why you have a negative, right? Caddy?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I think you were just kind of one step ahead. And then e to the both side, because I was going to say that's not a wrong answer, I don't believe. Plus c. And then b is equal to 100 minus ce to the negative 150. If you plug in the initial condition, which is 20, is equal to 100 minus ce to the negative 1/5. T is going to be 0. So this is just going to be 1. So C is equal to 80. So B is equal to 100 minus 80 e to the negative 150. Let me see what happened at the end. I'm trying to figure out what did you do mathematically wrong. Oh, I know what you did. Yeah, so at the end that you did it wrong, Carrie. You had to get rid of definitely get rid of natural log first. By multiply both sides by negative, and then get e to the both side, and then after that you can plug in. Before you plug in, it's not a good idea, and it's not a great idea because can you still get the same thing? Um, I don't know, Carrie. I don't think so. I think you want to e to the both side. I hear at this stage right here, and then that way you can bring the c to the front. In that way to help you do different things. I don't know if that makes sense. Carrie, are you following me? What I did?
Yes.
Are you sure? If you don't follow, just let me know.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So this is a correct answer. Okay. So both of you guys did okay. We're just gonna go to multiple choice now. Let me see multiple choice. If we can find any multiple choice. So we did one of the most popular question, which is the slow fields. Oh, we didn't do any slow field, but I think slow field you're okay, right, Carrie? Carrie? Carrie, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know it was muted. My dog is like kind of being loud.
Okay. But slow field is okay for you, right?
I think so.
They're pretty easy. Just write down whatever slope is. That's okay. We can do a multiple choice. So we're going to start with the first exam. So multiple choice is this. The nice thing about multiple choice is you have a lot of free chances on every questions. And it's very, very good. So I'm just going to go over the question that you guys might need help with. Let's start with this one. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is probably a 5-second problem or 10-second problem. You guys gonna go ahead and send me the answer, and I'll ask you why. If you're done, just send me the answer. So Caddy already sent me an answer. Carrie, do you have the answer yet?
No.
Do you know what to do?
No.
Okay, so then I'm going to show you. With this question, they have 2 choices. And those are 2 choices. One choice is known as L-Hopto rule. How many of you guys learned L-Hopto rule?
I did.
Carrie, do you learn? Caddy, did you?
Yeah, we learned it, but like limits is like the beginning of the school year thing, and I don't remember most
Okay,
of it.
so L-Hopto rule is actually supposed to happen at the end of the year. It's not supposed to happen at the beginning year, just because at the very beginning of the year, you don't know how to take a derivative of e to the x. So it's really not going to happen at the very beginning of the year, but this did happen at the very beginning of the year. So if you do L-Hopto rule on this particular question, will actually take a really long time. Now you can look at a pre-calc way. It's actually probably fastest, or if you like to look at this, that if you approach infinity here, and there's also another way to ask about infinity. There's 2 ways to ask about infinity. One is when one is asking you horizontal asymptote. So you might hold on. I'm gonna email you guys something that's really good. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna email you something that it's gonna help you a lot. I'm gonna email you my cheat sheet. Okay. Wait, I cannot email it to people. Wait. Oh, maybe I can send it to WeChat. Hold on. I cannot send it to WeChat. Okay. What's the best way to send you? Email. Carrie, what's your email? Oh, this is your email, right? And Caddy, what's your email?
Like my email, like it doesn't really work. Like last time you try it, like it doesn't work.
Oh, let me try again.
Okay. Let me. Okay, try 2045 412957.
Hold on. 2045
412957
Okay.
at qq.com.
QQ.com.
Uh-huh.
That should work. QQ is pretty popular. Carrie, did you get it?
Not yet.
Okay, so what I sent you is I asked my student to write a total cheat sheet. I mean, cheat sheet just like for you to study with, or when it's looking up something that's really easy to look at. So, for example, like one of the most popular thing is student will look at a horizontal asymptote. Do you see the file yet?
Yeah, I got it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay, so if you got it, then the one nice thing is here, the table content is actually very powerful. So one of my student, one of my favorite students actually of all time, she actually helped me make this. So if you have question about what is horizontal tension, just click on the horizontal horizontal asymptote and just click on the thing. They will on the table content will directly take you to there. Okay, so we'll tell you two things. We'll tell you limit x approach infinity or limit x approach infinity equal to L. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm update some of those things in the future. Eventually, I'm going to give you an example of how to do it. So do you see how to use that now?
Mm-hmm.
So if you just go into look for, okay, what is the mean value theorem? So you just click on it. It's just basically f prime of c is equal to f of b minus f of a over b minus a. No, there may be more than one value, but it does not including endpoints. So this should help you to talk about a lot of things. Okay, so this is a kind of like a good secret. Also another one like do you see that tension line approximation that we just talked about today? When f double prime of x is less than 0, which is concave down, then it's going to be over approximation. Do you see that?
Yeah.
F double prime of x is greater than 0, which is positive, is concave up. If concave up, it's going to be under approximation. So tangent line approximation. So kind of told you a lot of things here that I teach throughout the year, and they are like right here. It's in just your fingertip. So instead look at your notes, that maybe look at these things here. Okay, hopefully that'll help you. But this question basically you divide it by highest degrees, because when the limit x approach infinity, if you look at the notes right here, if you look at the notes right here, let's say horizontal asymptote. Horizontal asymptote is limit x approach infinity, right? Do you see that? And also limit x approaching negative infinity. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so divide everything by highest degree of denominator. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at these questions. I mean, you don't have to, so it'll be 10 to the 8. Oops, let me erase this. I don't know if, okay. Let me open that notability, create new notes, import. Okay, so you divide it by highest degree of denominator. So this is gonna look like this. Question 5. If you divide by highest degree denominator, it's going to be x to the 6. It'll be x to the 5 over x to the 6 plus x to the 4th over x to the 6 over x squared over x to the 3rd. 6, sorry. This one is going to be x to the 6 over x to the 6 plus x to the 4th over x to the 6th. Oh, sorry, 5. And plus x to the 3 over x to the 6. So basically, when you limit x approach infinity, limit x approach infinity of 1 over x is equal to what? What is that equal to? Caddy? What is that equal to?
Infinity.
Nope. Carrie?
0.
0. Good. So if we're here, if you think about it, 1 over infinity is going to 0. Why? Because 1 over 10 is 0.1. 1 over 100 is 0.01. 1 over 1,000 is going to be 0.0001. Does that make sense, Caddy?
Uh-huh.
So that's equal to 0. So if you realize all this term, it doesn't matter the number, right? The number is relevant. I mean, it's irrelevant if they are the same degree. So 10 to the 6, 10 to the 7, and 10 to the 4th, and then 10 to the 5. So what happened is when the bottom is larger, that's always going to go to 0. So all the term here is going to be 0. And on the bottom is going to be 10 to the 9 plus 0 plus 0 if limit x approach infinity. So it's equal to 0 over 0 over 1. So it's equal to 0. So basically, you compare the degree. The highest degree on the bottom is larger, then it's always going to go to 0. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it's like a 10-second question. It's not a long time question. You just compare. In pre-cal, you already learned this to compare the degrees. But when bottom's larger degrees, then it's always going to the 0. Carrie, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you guys to do number 6. Max, turn off. Push bar. Give me a computer. You're grounded. You cannot listen to Daddy. Max, when Daddy says something, if you cannot control yourself, just give it to me.
That sounds right.
Everyone's hungry. Anyone?
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't. No. Dead. Dead as that. Hi. I want you to. Fine, Devin. I'm not the one who got you grounded. Did I? Actually, yeah. If you were, we would still be playing right now. Yeah, but if you hadn't touched that grid, you would still be ungrounded.
Why don't you just like there was nothing, right? But you just have to want to instigate. You know what's instigate means?
What?
You just make other people mad.
Yeah, but it wasn't right to keep blaming me for that I get him grounded. I didn't even do anything to him.
Now you ready?
Hey, I don't like when someone blames me and stuff.
How you guys doing on this one?
Good.
What do you think is?
B.
B.
Okay, both are B. Okay, good. So you don't have a problem analyzing. Let's figure out. Number 10. This is also another like 15-second questions. Send it to me if you got an answer. Patty, good. That's a good answer. Carrie, did you get an answer?
Oh my god, D.
D is correct. Good job. The speed is absolute value. So absolute value of the graph basically just see how far away from the x-axis. The further, the higher the speed. Even though it's negative velocity, but it's still positive speed. Does that make sense? Okay, question 11. You guys need calculation with this one? Now, Carrie, I think I don't have time to go over optimization with you, but it's not on the AP exam.
Okay, that's fine.
But I did talk about it beginning of the year, so you probably did remember something.
Did you remember the game? Like a few verse?
No, but I mean, the thing is, we've all played this line so many times. I think.
Send me the work once you're done. Okay, Kat, you done?
Almost.
Caddy, almost there?
I sent it to you through WeChat.
What'd you get?
I got B.
Okay, so we got one answer is B and one answer is. Oh, they both B. Okay, good job. Let me give you a slope field questions. Carrie? Carrie, what do you think?
C.
Okay, that's a good choice. I think everybody choose C. Carrie, how'd you come up with the C?
I just like plugged in points.
Okay, that's fair. How about you, Caddy?
I just spot that when x is equal to 0, dy dx is equal to 0. So then only C works.
Okay, so when x is equal to 0. Wait a second. Let's open it up. Wait a second. I don't know if you guys said C, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's C. I don't think it's C. I definitely don't think it's C. Let's see if you can come up with another one.
B.
B. So Caddy, I want to give you a second chance. So if you look at here,
Oh,
do you guys have a second choice?
is it E?
E is a better choice. Why do you think it's E?
Because like the slope horizontally are the same. So then
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
so then this differential equations only consists of y, and then so like when y is positive, the slope is negative. So then it would be E
Um,
when
Carrie-
larger than 1.
Carrie, do you understand what she's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of time that you have to look at this. This is very very carefully. If you see all the thing here, if you see all the here, they are the same. Do you see that they are the same? So pretty much the slope is really depends on only y. So anything deal with x and y is automatic eliminated. And so even A, B, C. So it comes down to E and D. But also look at what a zero slope is. If y is 1, if y is 1 here, then you should have 2 slope. But 1 is right here, you don't have a 2 slope. So D is out. So if it's a 1, you got 0 slope, which is very, very close to 0 here. And then you say, okay, that is equal to this. This is the only solution that makes sense. Now, it's very easy also to disprove all other one. Now, for example, if x is equal to 1, then it should be 0. But if you look at the 1, they don't have a 0 slope. There's no horizontal slope. So it's definitely not A. X minus y, that means if you have 1 and 1 or 2 and 2 and 3 and 3 should equal the slope of 0. But if you see here, it doesn't have a slope of 0. Do you see that there's no slope of 0? So therefore B is not correct. Now this one, C, I can see why you guys choose that. If you have 1 and 1, then you got -1 slope. And if you have -1, -1, so the problem doesn't work is if you have -1, -1, and that's equal to -1. So I here it should have a negative slope this way. So it's definitely not C. And y is 1, then the slope should be 2, but 2 should be like this all the way through. So that's not right. So D is not right. So I can disprove them all different ways. Does that help you guys? Do you guys understand? Yeah?
Wait, but
Yeah.
isn't it -1 divided by -1 a positive one?
Yeah, but positive 1. So this one, oh yeah, that's true. So this 2 point is true, right? This 2 point is true. This is positive 1. This is -1. It seems like it's -1. That's true. But also, what happened if it's 1 and -1 over negative? Well, that's still true. Hold on a second. 1 over -1 negative, so it's 1. So this seems like it has a positive slope.
But for C, it's negative x over y. So I think you forgot to put the like another negative, like because you put the points -1 over -1, right? Are those the points you picked?
This point?
Oh, that's 1 -1. Okay, never mind.
So I guess C 1 1 -1 -1 is still still
No,
have.
this point is wrong.
I was right. This
Yep.
point here is wrong, right?
No, the point on the the point on the right is wrong because 1 over -1 it's a -1, but the slope is positive.
No, I think I think this no. I think this part is where the issue is. Because if you have a -1 over -1 over -1, so it'd be -1. So your slope it should be in this way. It worked with 1 1. 1 1 wait, 1 1 is -1, so this is correct. This is good. At 1 -1, so it's positive 1. This is good. And this part I think is good too, because if I have 2 negative signs, that's equal positive. Oh, anything on this side doesn't work. So C is definitely wrong.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how to do 23?
Yeah, I think so.
Just go browser variation of this. See what exactly is. Or and G6, yeah, I think I played it most times. Magnus Store. The line is not brilliant, but okay.
Hey Anton, we powered your freedom to create online.
How you guys
Built
do?
on WordPress, the world's favorite way to build a website. Our open platform lets you create.
I got an answer.
Okay, send it to me. I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. Caddy, what'd you do?
I'm still working on it.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Carrie. Caddy, you almost done?
Uh-huh. Can you scroll up a little bit?
Oh, Jesus, my back hurts.
My number doesn't come out correctly.
What did you do? Can you send it to me or what? I'll tell you if it's right.
My work is like very messy.
That's okay. Look, your work is better than mine. So send through the thing.
Yeah, I send it to you through WeChat. Like this time is actually very messy.
Oh yeah, this is not your normal work. That's not your normal work. Your normal work is much better than this, but that's okay. So Carrie, would you mind to help out Caddy? At least explain, see, without showing her work, but explain to her how do you approach it.
Okay, so basically it's an antiderivative, right? So if you take a look at the whole f of x g of x thing, right? It should look familiar to you, and it's the quotient rule. So remember quotient rule, we use that for derivatives, and the antiderivative of a derivative is f of x, or yeah, f of x and g of x. So like, does that make sense so far?
Kind of.
Okay, so this is quotient rule. And so you can think about how quotient rule is. It's like low, d high. So f of x would be on the denominator, and g prime would be the g of x would be the numerator.
Uh-huh.
So you can see it's low d high minus high d low over low low. So you don't have to plug in the numbers. You just find what the original is, and remember, like, antiderivatives.
Okay. So like you just so the original it would be just g of x over f of x.
Yeah.
And then you're just plugging 8 into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense or no?
Yeah.
So the low is, it's not f of x over g of x, it's actually g of x over f of x. So meaning integral of this is gonna be g of x over f of x, then g over 8 over f of 8 minus g of 2 over f of 2. Does that make sense?
So it's -4.
Exactly.
Okay.
So intuitively, when you look at this problem, you have to see what is the clue that they leave you, and whether this. So it applied to SAT as well, Carrie. I don't know. Oh, how'd you do on your SAT, by the way?
Well, I didn't do terrible, but definitely gonna take it again. Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me your score?
I got a 1210.
Okay, what's your math score and what's your reading score?
Oh shoot, they were close. One of them was 610 and the other was 600. So I think I got a 610 on the math and then 600 on the reading writing thing.
Okay, I do think like you have potential to do around 690 in math, and pretty easily, not without too much work. But did you take the school one?
Yeah, so I'm waiting for that score.
Did you
And
take it?
also, oh, well, that one was it was harder than, in my opinion, than the one I took before. But for the math section, for the first one that I took, the one that I got my scores back, I didn't use a calculator because I didn't have one, and the school didn't have any. So for the calculator, obviously you can do it with the math without a calculator, but like not very good with like multiplying, dividing decimals and stuff. So that kind of took a lot of my time. So I'm hoping maybe I did better on the math section since I had a calculator when I took the one during school. But yeah.
Why did you bring a calculator?
What?
Why didn't you bring a calculator?
Because my sister, okay, we had two, and then I just relied on like the fact that, oh, we have two, right? But then I asked my sister if she could find it, and she couldn't find it. And since my sister is like older, hold on. Well, I just we thought we had two, and we just had one instead. And I just thought the school
Okay,
was.
so let me make sure you have one for calculus, right?
Oh, well, sometimes, because I have it in my backpack, but then my sister takes it out in my backpack, so I just have to ask the teacher if I can borrow a calculator.
Do you know how to use both calculator? Because your teacher probably had Inspire, right?
I don't know. She has this yellow one, but I'm pretty sure it's like very similar to mine. So I don't
Okay,
know.
she has before. Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's try again on this questions. This is a popular question as well. So now you had I would say, Carrie, you have a baseline of where you are. Now I know, like, what you need to recover. Probably you didn't know how to complete the square with circles. That's what it seems like everybody's.
Yeah, I literally forgot how to do that, and I talked with my friends about them. I know you're not supposed to, but I did, and then I just realized I got them wrong.
Yeah, I mean that's a common one to miss, and that's always on pretty much a lot of them. But I don't believe. I think this time you probably should do better. I don't know. You say it's harder. That doesn't make sense because, but that's okay. That's okay. At least now you know where you are, and then you can work towards.
Yeah.
So you would need at least 1330 to get a bright future. That's your first goal. And now you have summer to work on to getting better on your reading score as well. Ooh. Carrie, you almost done?
Yeah, I finished. Hold on.
Okay, I'll tell you the answer. The answer is gonna be 424. The answer is C. Ooh, okay. That's bad. Carrie, that's really bad. You didn't even take a derivative, do you?
I just looked at the slopes and then I multiplied them.
Oh no, you cannot do that. That's a product rule there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Caddy, I don't know what you did because you didn't send me the work.
Okay, I know. It's C.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, Carrie, that's a careless. Do you see why that's a careless?
Yeah.
Okay, so for math SAT, you cannot make those mistakes. I think I told you before. I don't know if I told you. I said just make sure you don't make like enforced errors in terms of body goal. Just make sure there's no careless mistakes in all the SAT question you do. Then you should be very easily 690. So make sure to do the one you know what to do, but no careless mistakes. Which is that happen to you pretty often, and you just had to keep your mind focused for that. But again, you got soup score. Whether the second time you take, there's a benefit is you might do better on reading or math. Whatever it is, there's going to be soup score on top of it, so it's not going to be like there's always room to improve, right? And besides, now you know that you have a whole year to work on. To improve 100 points in a year is pretty easy. Okay, so does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, that's good for now for today, and yeah, that's it for today. Okay, and thank you for helping me with this thing. Now I know how things works. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.